everyone, my name is Ella Messinger, and I have a question for you. Did you know that in 1816, the entire Earth didn't have a summer? Crops failed, snow fell in June, and people all around the globe went hungry. And this all was because of one singular volcanic eruption in Indonesia. And I wish that I could tell you this was a fact of science fiction, but it's not. This is Earth system science in action. Earth system science is the study of how our planet's four major spheres interact. As a geology major, I've spent the past few years in labs and lecture halls learning about these interactions, and I can tell you that nothing on this planet happens in isolation. And this matters to all of us, really, whether we're talking about wildfires in Canada affecting air quality in New York, or glaciers melting in Greenland, raising the sea levels of Miami. Understanding how these systems are linked helps us make smarter decisions for our future. Today, I'm going to tell you what these systems actually are, how they interact in the real world, and why this especially matters in our changing climate today. Let's start with the basics. According to the National Geographic Society, Earth systems are the atmosphere, air, the hydrosphere, water, the geosphere, land, rocks, and even the Earth's interior, and the biosphere, me and you. These systems may sound separate, categorically organized, but they're not. They are constantly influencing and interacting with one another. For example, when a forest burns, you might automatically think of the trees, the deer, and the birds, the biosphere. But it's not just a problem for the biosphere. The smoke gets into the air, the atmosphere. The ash gets into nearby water sources, the hydrosphere. And the soil structure can even shift after bad enough burns, the geosphere. It's all connected. So let's go back to that volcanic eruption. The actual eruption happened in 1815. Mount Tambora in Indonesia. The eruption released massive amounts of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. According to Science Direct, these particles blocked sunlight across the globe. It lowered temperatures and caused what became known as the year without a summer. This one event in the geosphere affected the atmosphere, which changed biosphere conditions globally and caused disruption in the hydrosphere through weather pattern changes. Another example, deforestation. We've all heard that they're cutting down trees in the Amazon, but it doesn't just destroy habitats. It changes the water cycle, literally. National Geographic Education explains that without tree roots to hold the water in the soil, rivers can dry up entirely and rain patterns shift. Again, one change cascading into many. And think about those melting glaciers we all have heard about. The Earth System Science Data Journal reports that as glaciers in Greenland and Antarctica melt, it doesn't just raise sea levels. It also cools and dilutes the ocean, which slows down the currents of the ocean. And what you may not know is currents regulate climate all over the globe. These examples are fascinating and unfortunately plentiful. But they're more than just interesting. They represent a sense of urgency, a need to act. Earth system science is not just a theory, it's a survival tool. We're facing rising temperatures, stronger storms, and environmental crises that cross borders. Science Direct notes that Earth system science helps us model what comes next. By understanding Earth system science, we don't just react to disasters. We can prepare for them, reduce damage, and maybe even prevent them. That's the power of seeing the whole system and not just an isolated part. So how do we wrap this all up? Earth system science teaches us that everything on this planet is connected. Air, land, water, and life. When one part shifts, the others have to follow. By studying these interactions, we get a better picture of how to handle the environmental challenges we're all facing now. Whether it's extreme weather, sea level rise, or deforestation. So the next time you hear about a flood in Texas, a wildfire in California, or an unusually warm winter in the Arctic, it's not just one thing, it's the whole system. And understanding that system might be one of the most important things we as people can do for our planet. Thank you.